Hello!
Welcome back.
Good to see you all again. So what did you think of the aeroplane video?
I like that my airplane was...
3, 2, 1.
That's mine.
And where's mine? Behind the row of box.
Whooped me. It was good to do though, wasn't it?
Yes, it was really good fun. And it was interesting to know.
Wasn't it? And the feedback we got, great comments on the whole, everyone being successful with being able to go through security and able to knit on the planes.
Yeah, it seems to be a lot easier in America, I think, than over here. I'm travelling this weekend and it's a definite no for me, but that's okay. I can't really take it anyway because I'm gonna before we even get started.
Look at that.
It's ginormous.
It is fabulous. So this is knitted in the Katia Merino 100%, isn't it?
And it's so nice.
That's
it's so heavy.
Yeah.
It's lush.
Well, that's what you want
nice
from a blanket,
crochet.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's been so nice to crochet in this colder weather. But you can see the change in colours where I started 2 years ago and only got round to finishing this year. But I'm almost finished. I just have to edge it now.
It's going to look brilliant. Really good.
So pleased. And it's funny. This is one of the first things I crocheted.
It was? Yeah. We said it a couple of videos ago.
Look at the higgledy-piggledy sides there at the start compared to... Look at that.
That is impressive,
Isn't it
Áine?
such a difference?
Yeah. Yes, and that's a problem with crochet, and I know many people who come into the shop are, why is my crochet going like this?
Yeah.
Because it's hard to find that turning chain, isn't it? And making sure you go into that turning chain.
It took me a long time, and crocheting lots of different things to figure it out. So
Drops is I think it's Swedish make, Swedish brand, with an interesting structure with the way they work with shops like us.
interesting in a good way?
Probably not. They have a strict rules if you want to stock drops yarn. You have to pay up front first of all. So I have to pay for this. Every other company you pay 30 days net later on. So you get the yarn, you sell it, hopefully, make some money from that, and that money that comes in, you can then pay the bill 30 days. Yes. Some companies have 60 days. That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you order a heck load of yarn, and you have 60 days in theory to pay the bill once you've sold the yarn. So the money's come in. Drops you don't, you have to pay for up front.
Okay.
But their yarn is incredibly cheap. This is 100% wool for a 50 gram ball, and it's £2.20. You buy it, for example, pretty much you buy it at £1 and you sell it at £2. So you don't.
Tiny margin.
It is you don't get your money back on the shipping or the tax, VAT. So, but people like it so much, people will visit the shop and travel to me to buy drops. So that's why I like stocking it.
Yeah.
And
it is a good...
It's an incredible yarn. It's lovely yarn. Your one, for example.
You mentioned that I made this jumper out of it. It's hard to see because it's quite dark, but it's so nice.
Yes, it's like I think they call it petroleum blue.
Yeah, and you've got that nice sort of multi-tonal bluey green throughout, which is really nice. But yeah, because I was able to, because it was my first jumper.
Yeah.
So I went with something that was affordable. And
Really
I wasn't going to
affordable.
panic. And
So for that's Aran weight, and that's £2.20 still a ball, or £2.30.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be £2 a ball, so it has gone up a little. But that's the most important thing. It's a good price point.
Yeah.
And it's real wool, not an acrylic.
Yeah.
And it brings us on to an interesting debate or discussion that I saw on Instagram this week. Came through Vincent's Instagram, actually. I need to chat to you about it, Vincent, actually. A valid point about test knitting. It was about, I think the discussion was about test knits and actually why perhaps not many people want to take up the offer to knit a large test knit.
Yes.
So I've got a pattern I want to perhaps end up publishing, so I get a few friends like you to test knit it.
Yeah.
You pick a size. You can understand perhaps why the large sizes perhaps don't go so quickly. So everyone's jumped, oh, I'll do a medium or I'll do a small size.
But yes, because it costs money to actually do it. You have to pay for the yarn.
Yeah. And if you're doing a large size, it's a lot more yarn. And a lot of these test knits, you know, are probably recommending hand-dyed yarn as well, aren't they? Indie-dyed yarn, which, as we know, over here it's 18, 20 quid for 100 grams.
Yeah. Often it's stunning yarn.
Oh,
but it's maybe not something you want to do a test knit with.
It's right, yeah. So it was an interesting discussion on how you can get around that. We want more test knitters, and we want more people to test knit the larger sizes.
Yeah.
So maybe the discussions were about the pattern designers maybe recommending substitute yarns and maybe acrylics or maybe cheaper substitute yarns, and being a bit more open with that. And I think that was a good discussion. And it caught my eye because someone said, oh, how about recommending a drops yarn? And I thought, oh, maybe I can jump in here.
Yeah.
Which is why I wanted to speak to you, Vincent. And the idea of actually, well, I do drops yarn, and if I work with designers, I'm perhaps quite happy to offer even more discounts for those people doing test knits, because it's still going to help me because I'm getting money from them buying drops yarn, but I'm also helping them by offering the discount as well. So that might be something good. But drops in general might be a good one to use if you are doing a test knit.
More affordable. Yeah. Or if you're knitting something big for the first time in general, like me.
Yeah, you don't want to
spend a lot of money until you get good at.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you don't want to spend a fortune until you get good at something.
So that's an interesting discussion, and I might try and get involved in that a bit more because actually, any way to help people do a test knit, if I can help by giving a discount, it's still helping me getting money.
Yeah. And it means new patterns get out there.
Indeed, and we know it. You know, with Vincent and the Montrealer. I had a photo shoot. Yeah.
Oh,
I did.
You didn't tell me that.
No, I didn't. No, I did it this Monday. Yeah, and I had posh pictures in with a lovely photographer called Penny, who I've known from years back. I used to be in a drama group, and
a drama group.
And we would work together. We had a great day. I was going to try and vlog it as well, so I've done some little vlogging of that. But I'll see if any of it's good enough, because it was like my first attempt at holding like camera.
We all want to see it, don't we, people? It's good to try these things.
But we had a shoot in a park, and it was like we had some. Oh my word! So here we are vlogging, actually, while Penny is taking pictures on the photo shoot. Look, me and my Montrealer here. I took a rake, and I was raking some leaves. So Penny is over there taking pictures. There. She's taking pictures now of me, so I'm just doing random positions. Because you never know. You won't even see her. I chucked some leaves up as well, and I had a cheesy shot with leaves falling down. Oh, but then we had a cool shot on a bench. Working.
I would have taken pictures from a distance. They're like, so guess what's going on today?
I should have done. So that was good fun.
I was teaching yoga on Monday. I teach yoga on Monday, so I couldn't have gone, damn, I wanted to take pictures of you can all.
But speaking of test knits, that's yours, that's mine.
Oh, aren't these lovely?
Yes.
I really want to make one of these.
So I saw a post from Michael, who I follow. Details will be in the description below. And this is called the Thunderhead Beanie. And it is a great knit. A really great fun knit.
Isn't it funny? I wear mine differently to you because obviously I have makeup on my face, so I wear it slightly back.
Oh, right, yes.
With the tuck.
Oh, well, I'm a proper beanie person as well. I don't really like pom-poms. Maybe that's the bloke thing. But you can have
No, I'm not a pom-pom, but I have pom-poms, but I prefer them without.
So I saw his post saying he wanted some test knitters. I've never test knitted before. I'm I'm a bit scared. And it comes back to that discussion about test knitters. Some people feel pressured about the time that's offered, that the time isn't enough, especially for a large top. I thought, you know what, actually I could probably do a beanie in a time frame of a couple of weeks. So I offered, and he said, yes, I'd love to have a test knit. And I got large size. These are large sizes. And his pattern is brilliantly laid out, a bit like Vincent's the Montrealer. Very new way of laying things out with PDF, links to YouTube clips.
Oh, brilliant.
Which they all have. And I'd never done cable before, or I suppose this is called a plait, because there's 3, but I'd never used that idea of putting your stitches onto a cable needle and knitting forward and back. So this is a great knit if you are a beginner to cable, because there are only 3 cable repeats. And on super chunky wool, which this is Rowan big wool, I got this finished in about 3 hours in an evening. Yeah. And I really enjoyed it. And so I then knitted another one. So I fully recommend it. Go on to Ravelry, purchase his pattern. All the details will be below. Great knit, Michael. Love doing that.
Oh, that's lovely. Sorry, I'm just squidging yarn.
That's back to the...
You may have pulled off your hat and looked like you've stuck your finger in a socket on the left side.
Oh, that's the curls. I'm growing the curls. I don't know what you think about them. But
I like them. It's just
it's that awkward stage at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, because you've just taken your hat off. It's just like...
so that was the drops. That's the Kid Silk.
So soft.
Kid Silk is very popular.
Kid Silk, what do you make with Kid Silk?
You strand it with something. So you would do 2 yarns at a time.
So that's how you get your hairy jumpers.
Yeah, and that's how you get that lovely sort of halo effect. So some people with the beanie would have that and a strand of that, and then you get this sort of aura around it, which is really nice. But we use drops purely going back to that discussion that we were talking about test knits, because drops, that is like £4, £3 something. Rowan is £7 a ball. So if you're doing a beautiful project, branded yarn sometimes is incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
You can substitute, and we really do push the idea of not being perhaps so faithful to the yarn that they suggest in the pattern. So maybe use the Rowan wool for the double knit or the chunky, but maybe use the drops for the Kid Silk, because it's £3 or £4 cheaper.
Yeah. It just makes it more accessible, so it doesn't cost you a fortune. It makes it more affordable, more accessible to everybody, rather than those that can afford it.
Christmas time.
Mistletoe and wine.
So we showed you this fabric in a previous episode, didn't we?
Yes.
You'll probably do some wonders.
Link it somewhere.
There's something going on above my head now. And this was a pattern that Ting had made for us. So we had made some more, and they are up there. Well, you can't see it. And it's a great pattern, all from strips, 2.5-inch strips.
Yes.
Because you like sewing, don't you?
Oh, I love a bit of sewing.
So,
remember I made that table runner? Link here.
So you cut loads of 2.5-inch strips. Loads of strips.
Yeah, and slightly on the wonk.
Well, you then cut those 2.5-inch strips in half on the huh.
Yeah. Huh is a very Suffolk thing.
It is. It's a good one.
On the wonk for anybody else.
I mean, you could keep it just strips, but I think it's just a tad boring with strips.
Quite nice having
so you then sew them on a rectangular bit of wadding, and it's the quilt as you go method. So you sew, stitch, and flip. So you sew up your rectangle basically. So you've got a rectangle. That started life. That wasn't cut to a stocking. It was a rectangle shape of just strip, 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 wonky strip, yeah?
Yes.
I then cut out a stocking template.
Here's one he has made earlier.
Placed it on the rectangular strip and then cut out that bit. Really easy, yeah. Then chose some backing. So we used Moda Grunge, which is a great backing.
Yeah.
It's a nice blender.
Yeah.
And sewed that together, as you would do. So you would have pretty sides together, sew all the way round, turn it inside out. So that's the front and the back of the stocking. Then you do the lining exactly the same. So here's my lining fabric. What's the lining in that one?
It's
I think that's the dark one.
Yeah.
So you have a front and a back of the lining. Sew that together. But the only thing you've got to do on the lining is leave a little hole because
so
you're
you
going
can
to
tuck through.
turn the whole thing inside out.
Yes.
So once you've done your lining together, your lining then will slip inside there, pretty size together. You sew round the top, and then you would turn it inside out like that, and boom, Bob's your uncle.
It's the turning inside out bit that I always...
Fanny's your aunt.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it is a bit. It makes your brain go a bit like when I was trying to work it out, and I think I spent a couple of hours trying to work it out.
Yeah.
But we've now done a video tutorial on a quick one, nothing like before, on Instagram. Yeah. But basically made up of pictures. That was a much easier way of making a tutorial.
Yeah, and it's easy. Then it's accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
Go check that out on Instagram.
Rather than trying to film to a camera and speak and like our last one. We'll put a link to that one as well. Never again. Which brings me quite nicely on to a little...
Almost like you planned it.
I know. Production values here. To a project that we're working with on Instagram at Frombrello, Charlotte, isn't that right?
From Bello, yes, yeah. So I've known Charlotte for a wee while, and she has a company in partnership. It's From Bello. And they create these beautiful bags made from recycled seat belts.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing, amazing project. So they also, some of that money goes towards feeding the homeless, and they do some incredible work out in Brazil. Mm. It's just amazing what they've done. And they've won awards for these bags because of their ethics and just everything around them. They're so, so good. And I know the amount of work Charlotte puts into that.
Cool, yes. Yeah,
it's unreal.
Yeah.
But the bags are just beautiful.
And that you say recycled seatbelts. Is it other recycled equipment as well?
There's other materials involved. So there's lots, because they started off with leather bags and it was recycled leather, and they've now moved on to these other fabrics. Everything is as ethically and environmentally resourced as it possibly can be, basically. You can check out their website for more information.
Yes,
they've been featured in some amazing things. It's just, I'm just so proud of her. She's worked so hard, and to see both girls just doing, I say girls, I call everybody girls, both women just doing so very well.
So she approached us. She's running a competition, an Instagram competition to raise awareness, and also to give away prizes.
Yes,
so
which is very exciting.
She has, with other companies, giving away a lot of prizes.
Yeah,
which you'll see, I'm sure, on Instagram when we launch it, which is sometime in December, or even the end of November. So you'll be able to get involved if you want to. But you'll see the prizes being offered. And she approached us and said, "Oh, we love your stuff. Can you do us maybe a Christmas stocking?"
Yes.
So we can put the prizes in and show off the prizes.
However.
And she kind of fits with our sort of ethos as well, doesn't she? With well-being, reusing.
Yeah.
So that was out of scraps of posh material. So we got looking for scraps. I've got loads of scraps. You can imagine when you're making this stuff. I've got loads of stuff in the garage for reusing.
And you thought you'd just make a wee stocking.
I did, yes.
Just for a few of the prizes. Yeah. And initially we were thinking, a wee stocking. Stuart may have got a bit excited.
So I made a life-size stocking out of the same principle. So life-size that... How cool is that?
I can fit in it.
Is that massive?
Nice.
Same principle.
I'm just going to sleep in this now. It's huge.
Same principle with strips. So you can see the strips. Go on, get up. You can shuffle in it, yeah. Look at that. So you can see the strips, and I wonky cut them too, sewed the front together, sewed it to the back, so the twizzle round. Look at that, fab. All old fabric that I had in the garage. And then the lining, show the lining. So all the prizes are going to go into there. So it just fits in with everything. And it wasn't about us trying to advertise our material or anything. It was about just actually
nice. As you say, it fits in well with From Bello and the various brands that are involved. So it's not just us. I say us. People keep asking if I work here. I don't work here. I just say us. But
yeah, but that's what we are. It's just it's about the community, the shop, isn't it?
Yeah, but
the life.
There's lots of other brands that are getting involved as well. So You can check out the competition when it goes live. Keep an eye on Instagram. You will be sharing it on Instagram
Indeed,
as well.
yes.
So loads of things. It's going to be it's an awesome stocking to win.
It's just nice to get involved with, and I know it's a competition to perhaps raise brand awareness for us. And
yes, but as you say, it's all to do with wellness, and there's good people involved, and it's all about doing something nice and doing something nice for people. Yes.
But great, isn't it? All
I'm
from
so impressed with you, Stuart.
all from that little stocking. So if you want those information on the stocking, go to our Instagram. You can see the tutorial.
Yeah.
And then the
little stocking, not the big stocking. That you could try making a bigger version if you like.
I mean, that was done. There was no room here. That, as I say, that was at home. The kitchen floor. I couldn't have done it here. The kitchen floor was out. Amazing. Oh, and the pussycats were all over it. They were helping out.
I hope you took pictures.
No, didn't actually.
Oh,
no, should have done.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, should have done.
Time lapse photo.
That's the thing. I've got to try and get better at using this second camera, haven't I?
He got himself a shiny new camera, people. So we have it as a second shooter, as they would say.
And then just doing little bits in between. So maybe if we get a little yarn delivery, rather than maybe waiting 2.5 weeks for our show, I could just put up a little
video.
A 5-minute. Yeah, indeed. But it's getting... into that habit of doing it and filming it.
You'll get there. You'll get there. I believe in you, Stuart.
How many acronyms can you get in 30 seconds? You'll get them on your screen. You'll see them. We'll edit them in. And we'll put the clock above us like we did last time. So your 30 seconds starts now.
Work in progress. Unfinished object.
Correct.
Finished object?
Correct.
PhD. Physical something, no idea.
No.
Pass. Double point needles.
Correct.
Pass. Oh, that was quick.
Not bad, is it?
What's the... cancel. What's that one? Cal.
Knit along.
Oh,
or crochet along. Right, well, how many have I got left? I've got a few more left, so let's see how to do. Which ones did you pass on?
PhD. Because I just went with PhD.
Projects half done.
Ah.
I say that a lot. Yes,
I don't know why
I've got a PhD in knitting.
I don't know why I stalled with finished object.
No.
I was like, unfinished object.
And I put the two together as well. Give another go. Right, so how many did you get at home? Did you beat Áine?
More than likely. I have no idea what half these are.
Right, 30 seconds on the clock. Bing!
I'm not going to clue. No idea. Lies? Left. Oh, I have no idea.
Local yarn shop.
Oh.
So what's this one? Come on.
Local yarn shop online.
No.
Object. Owner.
Yes.
How to...
Ow. Knit. Ow.
I have no idea.
Hot off the needles. We've got 2 left, which we will just ask the audience to see if they know.
Sable. No idea.
I'd never heard of it. Very good one. Sable is stash acquisition beyond life expectancy, which I think many of you have got.
I like that, hot off the needle.
Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it?
How to not... So, I don't know.
And this one, which is really, WITHWIT.
WITHWIT.
What in
the hell will... wig?
Bubble. What in the hell was I thinking?
Oh, you need to work on your...
I know, my visual diagrams.
Oh, that was amazing. Thank you for that. I have no clue. I didn't know it happened.
No, some of them I didn't know either.
I love that hot off the needle. What was this one again?
I cannot believe. Local yarn shop.
I'm sorry.
Or even local yarn shop. No. DPN's is a good one though.
Double point needle.
Yes.
That's the one I knew. What was
Great fun.
PhD again?
Projects half done.
Projects half done.
Which you no longer have, I don't think, do you?
No, it's a project almost done.
I'm going to go turn off my computer because that keeps doing that. You've got, yes, project's almost done. And I've got one just to finish off. Well, it's not a project, it's my raunchy one, which actually isn't in the slightest bit raunchy.
No. Your other one's the raunchy one, is it not, with the rip down it somewhere?
Well, this will have it, yeah.
Oh, it's this one.
But I've put a bit of blue in because I needed to use up. Obviously, I was using the Breton. I needed to use it all up. So I thought I'd put a blue stripe. So this is a raglan, but you won't see the raunchy bit till right at the end. But you can see the making of it. So this is the neck.
The little wider holes.
We'll do a close-up of it
at
the end. So there is a hole there, 2 holes here, and a hole there. So basically it's there, there, and there. And you set the hole up with a 3 knit together and a yarn over. So the 3 knit together separates, and the yarn over is the hole. And then you just carry on knitting. So that's set. At the end of the project, so when I've knitted down, you then find the appropriate stitch that runs all the way up. Just let it go at the bottom and just drop, 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 and the ladder appears.
Oh, that would make me so nervous. But that's exciting.
It is really exciting. So it's actually, I'm knitting quick.
Yeah, we need to film you doing that.
Yeah. Oh yes, that would be a good one, wouldn't it?
Yes, because Mr. Snakehips did his, for those of you that remember, he was doing his beautiful jumper. You need to check out his Instagram because he did the cut and the jumper is fabulous. Yeah. It's all nicely finished now. But yeah, that was terrifying.
Yeah, well done on that.
Yeah. So, oh my God.
I mean, it is, especially for cutting. But didn't it look good?
Yes.
Yeah. Go and check them out if you haven't seen it. But that will be it. I think that will be
another moment of.
It will.
But it'll be exciting.
Because you want to get the right.
You want to make sure it's the right one.
I have got a. Oh no! Yes, I have got a marker in there. Yeah. So I've got a little paper clip. So that's one I'm on. So.
Exciting. So yours isn't even half done, it's just about started.
Indeed, yeah. But it wasn't what the hell was I thinking, though. We have been there before. You buy some yarn, don't you?
Yeah.
And you think, what the hell was I thinking buying that?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll make something exciting out of it somewhere.
Oh, well, yes. What a great episode. Jam-packed full. We love doing these Woolly Wednesdays, don't we? Yeah.
Especially when these... What is that?
Oh, yes. That was... mystery knit along. It's where you don't know what. So
whenever I couldn't get knit along, you're you're definitely going to get the mystery knit along.
It's where you might follow a knit along
and not know what you're making.
Indeed, they release like a mysterious chapter each week, or each. No, that's probably a bit too much. Each month. Yeah.
Okay, on that note.
Indeed. It's been
great. I was going to say thanks a million for watching.
Oh yeah, you always do this bit, so you carry on.
Make sure you like and subscribe and all the good jazz.
Indeed.
See you in the next one.
Always a pleasure.
Bye.